Hello, welcome back to the Beastlands. I'm Castle, and this is my stupid face. Thanks for coming back and hanging out with us once again as we journey deeper into the forgotten lands known as Meadowland. We're going to do a quick recap, but I'd like you to know that we're currently holding a contest. It is an art contest. Any kind of fantasy art is welcome. We don't have any applicants, meaning it's going to be really easy for you to win. So drop us an email with your application to Call of the Beastlands at google.com. Without further ado, here's our show.
Not really. I know how to do it, but I haven't really done it.
We can form a pact. Do you want to form a pact with me? I promise I'll make myself useful if you just show me more stuff.
Absolutely. Anybody want to take a little break? It'll take like about an hour for me to seal this deal.
In the meantime, can I talk to Poe about my freaking gauntlets? Or does he he understands me when I talk, right? I'm just gonna ask him that first.
I can understand you, weirdly. It's not a language that I've ever heard before, but I seem to get what you're saying.
Do you have anything on this type of magic? And I just put out my gauntlets and show him that it has the aura of death. Like if there's a potted plant, it will die.
I have no idea what I'm looking at. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so you start setting up this ritual to form a pact with this strange mechanical creature. At least partway mechanical. Poe. The rest of you have this library open to you. Really only people who can read Gnomish can do anything with it.
I'm just gonna look at pictures while I wait.
For sure. All right, well then an hour passes, and you want to describe this ritual to me there, Gizzard?
Yeah, give me a second to pull it up.
I know how the spell works. I just wanted some flavor.
Basically gonna chalk out like a little arcane circle and put out different little like incense and small little herbs and stuff, and just make a nice little ritual area and make a pact with him or whatever.
Contents of the pact being, in exchange for his services, you will make sure that he always returns back to functioning and can travel with you in safety. In exchange, he will do your bidding and maintain control of a private library. Yeah, and lend you his mastery over books.
That is absolutely agreeable.
Very well. While we're here, is there anything that I can get you? Yes.
What kind of subjects would you say that it was broadly under?
Well, this compound had two wings of research. One was mechanical, and one was biological. The biological wing sought to diversify the pool of servitile races. The masters of the complex and the gnomish overlords sought to find more, shall we say, subservient neighbors. Seems they've had a falling out with the other races that colonize the world. I don't know about the state of the war, to be honest with you, but anyway, so this compound was dedicated to making protectors and servants.
How do those spider things over there work?
Oh, well, I wind them up every couple days and give them directions, tell them what books to reprint, although they could really make anything made out of cloth, I suppose. They were originally made to, make clothes.
Are they yours?
They are property of the compound. I wouldn't say anything is truly mine.
Could we bring them with us?
I have no authority to say otherwise, if that helps.
Can they talk?
No. They're relatively simple clockworks.
If you turn them off, are they permanently off?
No, they actually come with a key to wind them up.
You have that key?
I do.
You wouldn't want them to just die here, would you?
They're not really alive.
Are you the only one that has the key?
No, I have the backup keys.
Do you happen to... Are there schematics for those in this archive?
Those were not created here. Those were created by a private firm.
I'm very interested in them.
The mythical Gnome Depot.
Yes. Do
Dirk
you know about
is
the Gnome Depot?
Dirk is just staring at Gizzard and the automaton, just looking at the spider drones. Meanwhile, he's like slowly grabbing his bow and arrow. And while he's doing that, he looks at Gizzard and goes, "Do we need to destroy these things? Is that what you're talking about?"
No, I think they're printing books and could make anything out of cloth.
Yeah, they're not using paper, mind you. The new books being printed are actually made of a cloth, and the words are woven into them.
Can they print in another language other than Gnomish?
Yes. They don't understand language. They just copy what they are presented.
Dirk slowly puts his bow back and goes, "Okay, I'm gonna watch the door. These things freak me out."
Oh, would you be opposed to me taking them?
I think we really did lose Ethan.
He's right
Nope.
there.
Hey, you are back. You haven't said a word since we came back from break.
You haven't said a word.
Because you is not in the library.
I mean, so
You
when we
are-
came back, you were following Zimmerman and Voltage Schmidt out into the hallway, and they had a conversation with the rest of the party, and then they opened up this section of the compound to you that you just came out of, and said you're going to need to access the vault and get a map of the city in order to succeed on your mission, and that's where these guys came in. They've been having a conversation with this little automaton named Poe.
Yeah, I've been here for that.
Okay.
I heard the whole thing.
Okay, I was calling your name earlier when we started, so that's
I
why I
was
thought
not
that you were
here.
gone. Yeah, that's the part where I was like,
Used coffee maker was not making coffee, and it about got chucked out the window.
oh, for sure. So anyway, is there anything else you'd like from this library?
I do want to.
Okay. You go and grab one. It, is skittering its legs and seems unsure of what it's doing.
How do I turn it off for now?
There is a switch.
I can shoot it.
Can I find the switch and turn it off?
Yeah. It clicks. The legs stop whirring. I can show you a picture of these guys too, actually. They're little tiny clockwork weaving spiders.
And that's the size of a cat?
Maybe a little bit smaller than a cat.
Is that from Wild Wild West?
It kind of does look like that, doesn't it?
Huh.
But no, they're little tiny weaving spiders. They just need to be supplied with some silk and given basic directions.
How many are there?
3.
Can I take all 3?
Sure.
Turn them off and put them in the chest?
Yes. Like Poe said, he doesn't really have the authority to say what you can and can't do. No one else is around besides you that may give a shit. So, but other than that, there's a blast door to the south end, or there's plenty more books. You could try and find a map of the city like, he had asked you or told you you should.
That's what Dirk was gonna do next.
Okay. So how do you go about that?
Just
We can
What?
store the books in Poe here.
Yeah, I can hold quite a few books. However, I've memorized most of these.
Could you direct the spiders to print them out?
Given enough time, yeah. That's literally what I've been doing for the last several hundred years.
Oh,
Yeah, if you think about it like that, since I'm coming with you.
I'm good with that.
But maybe a physical map would be fine. He goes up to one of the shelves and levitates a scroll out of it. And it levitates over to you. Not.
He's got extra arms too.
Yeah. It goes over to Dirk. He says, the map. You unroll it, and it's all in Gnomish, but you can make out the name of it. It's
Looks like it's called.
damn it. See, this is when I get ahead of myself.
I can't say that.
It's called Damn It City. No,
In Gnomish, this is called Beaver Home. It's called
Beaver.
Buck-Tooth Villas.
Dag it.
no,
This
it's
is home of Jed and Clan.
They've returned.
They live in the Muppet City.
Oh my gosh.
no, it's the Gnomish Steamworks Corporate Retreat is the name of the city.
It's got a stupid name.
Got a pretty stupid name. It sounds better in Gnomish, believe it or not. Rolls right off the tongue.
How's the pronunciation done in Gnomish?
I don't speak Gnomish.
Gizzard does. Tell us
Gizzard,
what it is.
how does that pronounce in Gnomish, Gizzard?
Not a gas chamber.
Not a gas chamber. That's
An
a
interesting-
weird name.
Such an interesting pronunciation.
Is that an I after that N right there?
No, that's a Z. It's not in
Oh.
your language.
What is this windmill shape in the corner here?
That's just that's a doodle. That was someone shouldn't have not put that in there. Children have access to this.
I am not a child.
So,
More like a football.
what would y'all like to do now?
Do you think any? Do you think any of you could lift one of those snakes or anything?
I already have one in a bag. Remember my bag of holding?
It was a 400-pound snake.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Why do we have a 400-pound snake?
made of iron.
But why?
I'm gonna sell it.
We should figure out how it works first.
Good luck with that, Poe says. The creators are notoriously jealous of their knowledge. Gnomes can be that way. He kind of makes a shrugging motion with his weird body. There's all the individual clans that come up with clockworks and code their research and have such esoteric ways of powering them that, yeah, it kind of ensures that people have to go to them to get one.
And well, it's not like I can't get back here anyway.
All right, well, you have the stuff. There is more to look around here if you want, but the table's yours.
Dirk is just memorizing the map best he can to get a little bit better navigation of where to go on certain areas. while slowly muttering, "Not a gas chamber, not a gas chamber, not a gas chamber," as if trying to memorize the Gnomish word for all of that.
For the Gnomish Steamwork Company retreat, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So the map of the compound indicates that there is a central blast door. God, I say blast door a lot in this place, but yeah, a huge one, kind of like Vault Tech from Fallout. That is the actual entrance to this place, other than the portal room. You could choose to go through that, or you could choose to go home and do whatever.
I suggest we resupply.
Resupply and spec up. Make sure you got everything you need.
See if we got a level up
Yeah.
yet.
It has been a while since we leveled up, huh?
It has.
Okay, so you guys head back towards the portal room. So you go through, and you notice that the portal is open still. And you go through, and on the other side is... Well, who did you leave in the vault? Any NPCs at all, or what was up with that?
Fallout
I think
Boy.
it was just us going through the portal.
Okay.
Once we had discovered how to use it.
Let me ask, did you leave it on or turn it off after you went through it?
Left it on.
Through it, so
You left it on. Okay. So nothing weird there. You go through and the chamber is empty, and are you going to leave it on or are you going to turn it off?
Derek could pee on it.
Gonna turn it off for now because they probably know how to use it.
Okay.
But before turning it off, I'm going to right on the side of the portal under where its address is, where we came from.
Like a notepad or something?
Like charcoal it on underneath address.
Okay. Kind of like a record of where you've been.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys head up the tunnel entrance to the vault into the base of the main tree of your, home base. Todier's tree. The Ironwood Fortress. And Henna says, welcome back. Your gnomish guest beat you here. I am having him looked over. Master, I missed you.
Gnomish guest.
what do you mean by gnomish guest?
Oh, little redheaded fellow.
No, let me see him right now.
Well, I think
Call cards.
I think that Buster was looking after him upstairs. She gestures up the winding staircase that goes
I run up the
halfway up the tree. Yeah, you start running up the stairs.
I run up the side of the tree and in a window.
Yeah, you're on the inside of it, but I feel you. You book it up there, right? And you realize, you didn't ask what room, but you're, looking in all of them. You realize that this place can house, 500 plus people.
Gosh dang it.
You're like, Buster. You said that room with Buster. So you're, asking people, hey, you seen Buster? And they're like, yeah, he went that way with the guest. And eventually you reach, a hollow room, and the door's shut. And they said, yeah, he went in there.
I kick it down.
Yeah, on the inside is kind of a gory mess. There's no sign of any gnome, but there's, half an eaten rabbit folk in there. and there's a hole in the floor that seems to have been dug out.
Can I investigate where this hole leads?
Yeah, you look down it, and it leads into another chamber directly below you, another bedroom, where there's another gory mess.
Hey, Les, can you do that thing again?
Yep, I'm on it. And I use detect evil and good.
30-foot range?
Yep.
And duration is concentration 10 minutes. Okay, so right now, you sense that there is an aberration downstairs beneath you somewhere.
It's downstairs. Follow me.
Yeah, so you start running for the stairs and you lose the ping on it, and you pick up another one. And you keep running down, and there's a third one.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and take another break while you guys come up with a plan to deal with this alien menace threat. I say alien because it's an aberration, it's not from around these parts,
Have we
I don't-
taken a full rest since the last time we fought?
Not a long one.
That's bad.
It's kind of bad.
Ritual
Todier.
casting means you don't get the benefits of a short rest, does it?
Correct. You can't exactly ritual cast and short rest at the same time.
But everyone else gets that short rest?
I would accept that if you guys want to use the rest of your hit dice to heal up, but,
I'm just gonna say I'm running back to Henna. I'm gonna make her come with me.
yeah, I was going to mention one thing to you, Tody. You're trying very hard to steer clear of civilians while you're doing this.
Honestly, I would have Hannah evacuate the entire building.
To where?
Not
vault?
on the grounds.
Yeah. Everybody outside of the thorn wall.
Yeah.
But then we need you to go through every single one of them so that another aberration doesn't get out and cause mayhem out there as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we're willing to lose less in a fight, but I don't think anybody's willing to do that.
Well, if you would prefer me to, I can at least guard Hannah.
We both can.
Right, we need a game plan.
We'll have to think on this. Where can we put people? Can we lock everybody in the vault? That seems like a safe place now that the portal's off, as long as there's nothing in there.
Yeah,
then-
and
Right.
screen them one at a time.
Yeah, we'll evacuate the
Yeah.
building, screen everybody that comes out, kill any aberrations that are there, and then go back through the building to every single room and make sure and check.
These things have, like, a sense of intelligence, though. They'll start noticing what is happening, possibly try and escape.
Yeah, one thing that you noticed from interrogating the last batch of them that you fought was that they seemed to carry all the mannerisms, intelligence, and even memories of what they're duplicating.
How many times can you cast that spell, Lesk?
It has a duration.
That two
Yeah,
more
but-
times, so that's 20 more minutes on top of what's already going on right now.
Yeah, so can we get all... Hold on, I have this in my notes list. I just...
Talking like hundreds of people,
That's what I'm
20
saying.
minutes. Maybe 25, but like...
We could.
There is 201 people.
Well, 199 right now.
Well, yeah.
No, actually, they should still be the same amount.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, this is a interesting. You know what? I didn't plan on this either. I was like, they're heading back to the portal room. Okay. Wait. The portal's open? I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to run away just in case.
No, I understand. There was no way you could have known ahead of time.
Well, I was guarding it till I ran down the hallway.
Yeah. There was 2 ways into the portal room, one for each wing. And you guys, when you initially came in, went into the mechanics wing. So that left the biological wing open. So anyway, we're going to take that break, and then I would love to hear what you guys want to try and do. You know that these creatures are just so fucked up. Some sort of madman put them in this game, I'm sure.
Follow us on all major social media, Discord, Twitch, and as always, thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again next week.